start with another practical, which is the determination of dissolved oxygen. Previously also in the water sample we have done the same practical. Okay, so in this dissolved oxygen, what we have to calculate, as the name suggests, we have to calculate or we have to determine how much amount of dissolved oxygen will present in the water, right? So for that purpose, I am just going to start with the apparatus which is being required. After that, I will tell you the whole procedure of it. Okay. Next is the apparatus and chemical required for this. First chemical which we required is the alkali iodide. So this is the alkali iodide solution. Next is the manganese sulfate. Okay, this is the manganese sulfate solution. And third one is the sodium thiosulfate. So this is the sodium thiosulfate solution which we are going to use as a titrate, which is need to be poured out in this burette, right? So burette is also required, as we know that the titration is going to we are going to perform by using the titration. Next is this is the 300 ml BOD bottle. You can see this. So this is what this is called as the 300 ml BOD bottle. Okay. Next we require this measuring cylinder. Next is this conical flask for the titration purpose, right? So these are the apparatus and chemicals we required for this experiment. The last thing which we required is the sample. Which sample we required? We required the sewage sample. Okay. As far as procedure is concerned, first of all, what we had to do? We had to take a sewage sample. This sewage sample we required, and this sewage sample need to be poured out into this BOD bottle. Okay. So this is 300 ml BOD bottle in which we have to pour out the sample. So after pouring out the sample, what we had to do? So what we have done? So this is the 300 ml BOD bottle, and we have poured the sample. Which sample we have poured? The sewage sample which we have taken from the Carter road. Okay. Next procedure is that we have to take the 2 ml of manganese sulfate. Okay. This is the manganese sulfate, right? So what we have to do? We have to take the 2 ml of it. You can see here now that we have taken the 2 ml of manganese sulfate. Now this 2 ml of manganese sulfate need to be poured out into this sample. Okay, now we are pouring this manganese sulfate into this sample. Just check the color of it. Okay, you can see the color become little bit lighter. Okay, next. After that we have to wash this cylinder. Okay, cylindrical jar need to be washed out so that we can take the next solution. Next is alkali iodide solution. Now we are going to take this 2 ml of alkali iodide solution. Now that we have taken this 2 ml of alkali iodide solution, right? Now what we have to do? We have to pour it into this sample. As soon as we are going to pour this into this sample, what we get? We get this precipitate. You can see this. We are going to get this white color of precipitate. So this is a white color precipitate. What does it indicate? It indicates that the absence of dissolved oxygen. Okay, now that what we are going to do? We are going to close this. After closing it, what we have to do? We have to mix it thoroughly. Okay, now that we are going to mix this sample thoroughly. After mixing the sample, you can see that we get this white precipitate. You can see. This white indicates that the absence of dissolved oxygen. So how much amount of dissolved oxygen being present in this sample? It is nothing but 0 mg per liter. So what we can conclude on this is a sample, and now that we are getting this white precipitate. White precipitate indicates that there is no dissolved oxygen being present in this sewage sample. So there is no point of doing the further calculation to determine how much amount of dissolved oxygen being present. This is the sample which we have taken, and the dissolved oxygen is equal to 0 mg per liter. Now that if we done the same practical using this water sample, then we are going to get the red precipitate. Red precipitate indicates that there is a presence of dissolved oxygen, right? Then only we are going to further calculate how much amount of dissolved oxygen being present. This precipitate only indicates whether the dissolved oxygen present or absent. Okay. So in this practical, what we have concluded that there is no any dissolved oxygen being present in a sewage sample. That's the conclusion of it. Okay. And as we know that why the dissolved oxygen not present in the sewage sample, because whatever the microorganism or bacteria being present in the sample or which is being present in the sewage, they are going to consume this dissolved oxygen so that they can digest their food. For that purpose, they have used this or they have used all the dissolved oxygen